Welcome to Wild Sun Tarot. This is a monthly reading for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Welcome, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Today we will check in your energy for the month of November. We will check your recent past, your current energy, and your future. Okay, we'll also take a look into how that energy is developing through partnerships, through your material world, and overall health. Wow, strong cards already. We have Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Hermit. So for a lot of you, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so for a lot of you, Cancer, I feel like there's something you've been doing for some time, trying to establish some sort of stability. So it could be that you've been working on your career, on your personal project. You've been trying to you've been really focused on stability, which means more likely you've been trying to gather your finances, right? Put them in order, to earn some type of stability for longer, right? King of Pentacles is someone who wants to create their legacy, right? So it feels like you've been working on something recently, and you may have struggled with either consistency or something not working out exactly the way you wanted, right? So perfectionism, these type of struggles. And with the Hermit being here in the middle, I feel like you not gave up, but you kind of got tired, right? Tired and maybe a bit exhausted. So you decided to kind of like rethink your ideas or the way you want to go about this situation. You've recently kind of maybe stepped out of the light or the socials. You've kind of separated yourself a little bit because something just wasn't working quite well the way you were trying to do it, right? So you may feel recently, Cancer, a little bit more alone, a little bit more stepping into your solitude, right? And trying to kind of rethink your approach regarding something that was supposed to bring you stability. Could be a relationship, could be money. I strongly feel like it's about like a project or your approach to your career, but it could be different things. Okay, we'll see a little bit more as we go further. So what's the current energy? Okay, there's some cards that flew out. Ooh, we have very strong cards. We have the Tower and the Strength card. Okay, so something unexpected is happening in your energy in November. So in your current energy in November, there can be like some surprises coming in. I feel like they're not that bad. What I mean is that because the Tower follows up with the Strength, I feel like whatever it is that is changing, it will bring you more understanding to who you are and where your power lies, okay? So I'm not sure what the shift is, the Tower, but whatever it is and whatever it brings or falls down, maybe your current approach, it's not only changing, but it's kind of forced to change, right? Maybe you're being pushed to be a bit more creative or a bit more flexible within your approach, because you're coming from an energy of stability, A, B, C, D, very like organized place, to more flowy and changeable and not relaxed, but more attuned to flexibility and to change, right? So maybe this process you're currently going through will show you that you can actually gain stuff without having full control or having a full plan over it, right? So I feel like whatever is changing in November, it will show you that you need flexibility in your life, and sometimes you need to go with the flow or accept that certain things won't be done or achieved in a certain time or space. People often get scared with the Tower, right? Because it's kind of like a end to old foundations and creating new ones, but it doesn't have to be negative, okay? It's important that you feel through this process, so you accept however you feel, right? Because the King of Cups, it's here in the reverse. I feel like maybe for some of you, you're trying to avoid this Tower or avoid feeling disappointed or angry or, sad, whatever the more negative or harder feeling it is. But I feel like you need to embrace the Tower, okay? You need to embrace the Tower because it will show you where your strength is. So you will learn that You know, for example, sometimes you need to be like a sheep. More than like a lion, right? Or you will learn that, you know, you actually adaptability, for example, it's actually like a strength that you may have, and not like a failure of not keeping up with certain perfection, right? Because I feel like I'm talking to a Cancer that is trying to do everything by the book, everything correctly, right, to achieve some type of stability. But in November, it's kind of like life showing you that not everything is so crystal clear, and you will need to be as well a bit more comfortable within the chaos that November is bringing. Let's see the future energy. What is coming? Nine of Swords. Everyone is in their thoughts in November. I feel like it's because it's getting cold and we're staying at home. Oh, look at that. What is this harm? Well, usually after the Tower, we do have Swords showing up, because Tower is not the easiest to feel. We have Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned and mentioned it a little bit, kind of, but I feel like for a lot of you, Cancer, you will kind of need to, again, learn how to feel, or accept that, you know, some things, again, it's about accepting the hard time, accepting that some things don't work out, accepting that it wasn't your fault, whatever crashed down, right? And you can feel sorrow about it, but it kind of is what it is. And at the end of the day, you will have to kind of, you know, turn around the other cheek and start over. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you, Cancer, you will be starting over, and it could be a career or just a project. It could be a relationship. So for some of you, there is kind of like a split here, or at least a separation that is coming in within the relationship. But again, it's kind of showing you the other side of the story that you weren't sure. For a lot of you, to speak generally, but keep in mind it could be anything, relationship, project, and stuff like that. There's something from the past, you see, that it just wasn't working anymore with the Eight of Pentacles. And because you've went to this hermit mode, right? You kind of maybe separated yourself a little bit from this conflict on whatever was not working, right? Because you wanted to keep some sort of stability. But it's showing you that what's important is that you feel good within it, and you weren't. So there is change coming, right? So it could be a breakup. It could be change of direction in your career. It could be a different career, right? But it is making you stronger in a way, although it may not feel at first. So there may be a lot of sour and strong emotions you're coming through in November. So just to clarify how that reveals into partnership in specific, how it comes up in material world. Look at that, the Sun card. Look at that. We have the Sun and the Sun and Marine. So when it comes to partnership, look at that. It's not bad, Cancer. It's actually kind of like almost freeing you, you know, this light. It's showing you that you know, after rain, there's also a rainbow, and there's also sun coming back. But it's kind of like, I feel like I'm talking to Cancer who's in the way, freeing themselves. And it may hurt at the beginning, but whatever is happening is kind of happening because you want to be yourself. You want to be authentic. You want to be truthful. And whatever was happening was not working in your connection, right? So it needed to change. It doesn't have to be a breakup necessarily. I feel like it is, but it can be just like you know, break of some sort of behavior within your relationship, so you can go past it, and there's some truth regained, right? It may be that you needed a separation to find out what it is that you really want from this partnership, and that's when the change is coming, right? And something new is blooming again. For others of you, I feel like it could be also like opening yourself up to love again, because we have the hermit mode in the past, and then we slowly learning how to love yourself, how to love yourself authentically, Cancer, right here. And then while healing past sorrows, you've kind of regaining this power to again move on and try something new. So for some of you, it could be that as well. Now, when it comes to the career with the Page of Pentacles, yeah, it's something that I've mentioned before. It's a change of direction, right? So at the moment, you're not the King of Pentacles. You're not creating that stability that you wanted, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. It means that you're creating something more authentic and aligned within yourself. It may be hard in the beginning, right? There can be some sorrows because you will need to kind of like start over, or like, you know, make it different. But at the end of the day, Page of Pentacles is a very good sign that you're creating a new plan, that it's more adjust to your authenticity and who you are at the moment. So it's gonna bring more money, more fruition, more stability in the long term, but you needed a shift at the moment because something wasn't working. So it could be that you're changing your career because you felt like what you were doing didn't fulfill you, right? You felt like it wasn't really going anywhere, so you're changing it, most likely to something more creative. Look at that, the world and the various beautiful cards, by the way. We have, of course, the tower is a change. It sometimes is abruptive, but you have the hermit when it's like, long contemplation. You have the sun, which is a lot of happiness, Cancer, and we have the world in the reverse. So there's still some, cycles that need to be ended. And I feel like that's why you have this tower, because the world is telling you that, no, we cannot continue. We need a change. We need a shift, right? With the strength, we need this kind of like clarity. I also feel like for a lot of you, it means that it's not over, So if you had a good relationship, but it just wasn't doing well in these current circumstances, I feel like you're just shifting to a different idea, right? A different, let's say, a setting within the same relationship. The same with your career. Okay, maybe this project didn't work out, but you're changing it, and this new one seems promising, right? So it's kind of like the universe is giving you opportunity to repeat something, but in a more authentic way, because you know yourself better, you're stronger, okay? So that's kind of how it feels, Cancer. So again, not bad for November, right? A bit abruptive. There will be some certain shockers and changes, but it's all going to happen for you. Ooh, this is interesting. Your commitment is being tested. So again, another confirmation that it may be that you're just kind of trying to change within the, something that you already have. It's not like you're creating anything from the very first, layer, but you're trying to kind of like rearrange your current circumstances. Okay, your commitment is being tested. Interesting. Again, I don't want you to stay in something you're not happy with. And the tower is also a good symbol that if you feel like something is falling, better rearrange at the moment, right? Before it falls down completely. But with the commitment being tested, I feel like it also can mean that, if you really want something, you can make it, but it doesn't have to be in the particular way that you thought it has to be, okay? But it doesn't mean you have to give up on it. But it will be challenging with the tower. Let's see. But if you really want something, Cancer, you can get it, it doesn't have to be in a certain way. We have two cards. I'll leave them because maybe you need more messages. So the first one says the path of light. Life places the perfect people and situation on my path to help me advance on my journey of inner growth. I possess the courage I need to progress, despite any obstacles I might meet. I study my experiences, seeking the wisdom they have to offer. In this way, I improve from day to day. Today, I choose to grow in faith, and I'm confident that at the end of my road, I will join the light. It's beautiful. It's kind of saying about this journey that we're talking, right? That, sometimes there will be obstacles, but at the end of the day, this is all a learning experience for you, and it will bring you that light at the end of the path. Again, you're repeating something. There's a lesson here that's being repeated. And we have awareness. Love that card. I open my consciousness to my true self. I understand that I'm here to grow, to free myself from conflict, and to discover who I really am. Today, I release illusion and the limitations of the material world in order to elevate me being towards their internal life. I grow stronger and stronger as I explore the wonderful being that I am. Beautiful. Beautiful, Cancer. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're just, it's a literal like growth, either through relationship or through your career. But I like that both those cards kind of relate to the strength within the authenticity and loving yourself and understanding who you truly are, and just trying to relive this lesson in a different setting, being more aware of who you are. Okay, so beautiful energy overall, Cancer. If you enjoyed this reading, you can leave me a comment, give a like, hit the subscribe button, and also check out all the other offerings. I offer private readings and daily energy check-in on TikTok for free, so you can just follow up on your journey. So yeah, thank you so much for today, and I'll see you in the next month. Good luck for November. and we will see what December brings next time. Thank you. Bye bye.